This is such a fun color. It smells like ass though. It's honestly one of the best ones that I've probably made so far. That might have something to do with how little clothing he's wearing. Let's see if I'm gonna have a meltdown while making these bagels. I'm not trying to be a chef here. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another recipe, what I eat in a day, to be in calorie deficit type of video. This time though, there is no logic to it necessarily. It's not like I'm going to be sharing, breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. These are just some random recipes that I tried this week that I found online. When I try new recipes or when I look for recipes, there is certain criteria that those recipes need to meet. It needs to be low calorie. Preferably it needs to be high protein, especially if it's a recipe that I'm planning or I'm hoping to kind of implement into my meal prepping. It needs to be as few ingredients as possible and it needs to be very quick and easy. And the 5 recipes that we are making today, I think fall under all of these criteria. Let me stop talking and let's jump into this video. This recipe has been all over my For You page on TikTok. This recipe is protein bagels. Now, this one is making me very nervous. Me and the dough, we don't really go together. The whole process of working with the dough and the way it sticks to my fingers and to my hands, it's just making me a little bit anxious, a little bit overwhelmed, but I'm gonna try it anyways because this recipe actually intrigued me because of its simplicity, and also everybody keeps saying that it tastes really, really good. So I wanna see. For this recipe, I need only 3 main ingredients really. All-purpose flour. I have Greek yogurt here. Baking powder, a little bit of salt. This is for the actual bagels, and then on top of the bagels, the recipe says all bagel seasoning. I don't have all bagel seasoning, but I do have some ingredients for the all bagel seasoning. So I will make my own, and this is for the wash, 1 egg. The recipe is very straightforward. Let's see if I'm gonna have a meltdown while making these bagels. The worst is behind me. I did in fact have a meltdown or 2, but finally it's over. They look like shit, obviously, because I struggled, as you saw. I didn't care about how beautiful they were. I just wanted them to be done. This is what it looks like. All I put was a light Philadelphia, half avocado, and then there was some leftover from that egg wash, so I just fried it. I have to say that it looks amazing. Let's just see if it's also gonna taste amazing. It pisses me off so much because it's so good and I just know that I will have to make it again. This is so good. This is like so much better than my almond flour bagels, like 100 times better for sure. I have mixed feelings about it because I'm so excited because it's so good, but also I'm just so disappointed that it's good because I'll have to be making it again. This is so unfair. I recommend 100%. It's so good. I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna make the actual recipe today, but I need to prepare one of the ingredients, which is quinoa, in advance. I need to soak it overnight in some water. So I'm going to wash a cup of quinoa and do that. Soak it in the water. I assume you need to put it in the fridge, and then tomorrow we're going to make the recipe. Alright, it's the next day. Oh, it smells bad. It doesn't smell good. I need to drain it. I'm gonna transfer all of the quinoa into this blender cup. Alright, so I have this much quinoa. I'm just adding like a little bit of water, like maybe to cover. And I'm also adding beetroot, like maybe this big, and I'm gonna put it in the cup. This is what I have here. I'm going to try and blend it. This is such a fun color. It smells like ass, though, I'm sorry. That blender cup has about 6 servings. That means that one serving is 107 calories. I'm just tasting the one without anything, and I want to say that taste-wise, I prefer my lentil pancakes. I think they taste better. Quinoa, I think, is also, I don't think I washed it properly because I can feel the bitterness, but that's a me issue, you know? I should have just washed it better and maybe cooked it a little bit longer on like a lower heat. Definitely need to add more salt when I'm frying it. Apart from that, it's a really fun pancake. Definitely not saying I'm never going to make it again. I probably will. I love the color. I love the texture as well. Sadly, I'm not very prepared for this and I don't really have any toppings. I have avocado and some chicken, so maybe that. I added some hummus, half avocado, and I also added chicken on top. So I'm just gonna give it a taste. It's a bit cold. Yeah, it's actually really good. Together with all the stuff, when combined with all the toppings, it actually tastes really, really good. I take back what I said. I don't take back, however, that lentil wraps are still better tasting than this, in my personal opinion. I give this one 8 out of 10 for sure. This is with light. This is okay, we're keeping the lights. Okay, it's lunchtime and this one should be pretty easy. What I need for this recipe is tortillas. I have gluten-free tortilla in my case. I also need some mince. I don't think there's any difference in what kind of mince you have. I have chicken mince. And then I have some spices here that I personally wanted to put in my ground chicken. I think they can be anything really, whatever you prefer. I have salt, garlic powder, black pepper, and also some dill and a little bit of lemon. The onion, cucumber, and potatoes are gonna be my toppings. I also forgot that I need to make sauce for this. For the sauce, I will be improvising. I don't know exactly what in the recipe the person put inside the sauce, but I will put some Greek yogurt, pickle, and a little bit of mustard. Alright, let's try This guy. The yogurt and the pickle kind of hits you as soon as you take a bite. I really like it. I'm definitely happy that I did that for the sauce. I think that without the sauce it wouldn't be as good. And then everything just in combination together, it's honestly one of the best ones that I've probably made so far. I don't want to claim that it's the best, but it's there. It's delicious. I'm really happy that I made this recipe. I will be making it all the time now. I already know. Calories. Now, mind you, I made too much sauce and there's some vegetables also left. There's some onion and cucumber. Everything with the tortilla, meat, all the toppings, the sauce and the potatoes. All of it was 520 calories only. Here you go. I'm gonna go watch a YouTube video and enjoy my lunch / it's getting closer to dinner time. Next recipe. So this next recipe caught my attention because it looked super easy to make. I'm not trying to be a chef here. I have a lot of respect for people who are ready to spend hours and hours and hours in the kitchen. I am not one of those people. I want in and out, quick and easy. Okay, so this recipe looks very promising. What it is an air fryer chicken nuggets. In my case, it's gonna be turkey nuggets, but tomatoes, you know, that doesn't really matter. What I need for this recipe is potato, onion, chicken or turkey in my case. I have some here in this container, some corn flour, salt and pepper, an egg, and some olive oil spray, and a blender cup. The original recipe did it in a food processor. I don't have a food processor, I have a blender. I'll do my best. So, what's going to happen is this. We are going to peel potatoes. We are going to cut potatoes into smaller pieces. Then we are going to peel an onion and we are going to cut onion into smaller pieces. We are going to cut turkey into smaller pieces. And now that everything is cut, we are going to add turkey, onion, and potato into a blender cup. We are going to crack one egg, add a little bit of corn flour, some salt and pepper, and we will try our best to blend it all in a blender cup. After this is done, we will form little cutlets, little nuggets out of this mixture and put it in the air fryer, spray with some olive oil, and we will air fry it for 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Alright, the first batch is ready. In fairness, they don't really look like nuggets. I'm gonna do a taste test obviously, but I made a little dip to go with it. I had no like appropriate sauce for a chicken nugget, so all I did was I combined Greek yogurt with some mustard. So let's dip in. I probably should have tried without first, but here you go. Okay, I'm gonna try it without. Here's the thing, even through the sauce I can taste it. It's a little blunt. I definitely needed to put more salt. And probably next time if I'm making it, I'm gonna add even more spices just to make it a little bit more interesting, because right now it's just not very flavorful, you know? Like obviously you can taste chicken and potato, but that's really all there is, and I didn't put enough salt. Of course it's nothing like a chicken nugget, but I actually prefer this over McDonald's chicken nuggets. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's chicken nuggets, I have to say. They taste kind of fake, kind of plasticky, whereas this tastes like a real food. So I made 17 nuggets. So one of these is 76 calories. Just been playing with the settings on my camera and I have no idea if I made it worse or better or made zero difference, but we are making our final recipe. This next recipe I'm very excited about, especially because I am starving right now because I only had 2 boiled eggs this morning and it's like 3 p.m. already. This recipe I found, I believe, on Instagram. Yes, Instagram, and it was made by this very naked man. Now, the instructions were not 100% clear. I think that I now understand what to do and all the ingredients that should go into this. I also don't know how much I trust this man. That might have something to do with how little clothing he's wearing. I'm gonna try my best. Honestly, looking at the ingredients, I don't see what could go wrong. Famous last words. So what I need for this recipe is a blender cup because we will be blending everything, all the ingredients. Oats, brownie mix. I need protein powder. I have 2 because this one is almost over and I want to finish this one, but in case it's not enough, then I have the backup plan. And then also 1 egg, almond and coconut milk. And this is for the actual waffles. And then for the toppings, I decided to go with banana. I also got some blueberries. And I have this caramel situation here. And let's start mixing the ingredients together. In my personal humble opinion, this is too liquid. When I was pouring the milk, I knew that it was too much. 150 milliliters is way too much milk for this. What do I add to make it more solid? More oats. I added another 30 grams of oats, but I don't think it made like a massive difference. I'm gonna go for it and I'm gonna try. It's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. We know who we're gonna blame, right? Alright, I'm very hungry. That's the only thing I really wanted to work. I have to say they look insane. They also smell good. I said it so unenthusiastically, but they actually do. But, you know, it's one thing what they look like, it's another thing what they taste like. We need to make sure that it's actually a delicious waffle. So, I'm gonna try it without any toppings. Well, just a little bit of syrup. This is the first bite. It's okay. Is it the best thing that I've ever tasted? That is a big statement, of course not, but it's actually pretty good. I'm trying it with some toppings now. It's actually really good now. Okay, final verdict. I like it. In terms of calories, the mixture that I had made for large pancakes, 1 big waffle like this, is 174 calories. If I have 2, that's gonna make it 349 calories. Altogether, this whole thing with the toppings and everything on top is 480 calories. And I think it's pretty good. This is a great note to end this video on. I hope that you enjoyed watching. Please leave a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. I would really appreciate it. But most importantly, come back next week for a new video. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.